The Political Mind: Why You Can't Understand 21st Century American Politics with an 18th Century Brain. By George Lakoff. Narrated by Cassella. Copyright 2008 by George Lakoff. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with George Lakoff and Brockman Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2008 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Introduction: Brain Change and Social Change. Radical conservatives have been fighting a culture war. The main battlefield is the brain. At stake is what America is to be. Their goal is to radically change America to fit the conservative moral worldview. The threat is to democracy and all that goes with it. Not just here, but wherever American influence extends. American values are fundamentally progressive, centered on equality, human rights, social responsibility, and the inclusion of all. Yet progressives have, without knowing why, given conservatives an enormous advantage in the culture war. The radical conservatives seek and have already begun to introduce an authoritarian hierarchy based on vast concentrations and control of wealth, order based on fear, intimidation, and obedience. A broken government, no balance of power, priority shifted from the public sector to the corporate and military sectors, responsibility shifted from society to the individual. Control of elections through control of who votes and how the votes are counted. Control of ideas through the media, and patriarchal family values projected upon religion, politics, and the market. The future of democracy is at stake now. Social change is material: who controls what wealth; institutional: who runs what powerful institutions; and political: who wins elections. But the main battlefield of the culture war is the brain, especially how the brain functions below the level of consciousness. Progressives have accepted an old view of reason, dating back to the Enlightenment, namely that reason is conscious, literal, logical, universal, unemotional, disembodied, and serves self-interest. As the cognitive and brain sciences have been showing, this is a false view of reason. Oddly enough, this matters. It may sound like an academic issue, but this assumption about the nature of reason has stood in the way of an effective progressive defense and advancement of democracy. Progressives have ceded the political mind to radical conservatives. This book addresses the problem in 3 parts. Part 1 is an introduction to the basic ideas about the mind and the brain on the one hand, about largely unconscious.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?